Research stones. Something you probably never really cared about until you went into your academy and saw something like this. Now you're scrambling and trying to figure out what to do next. But don't worry, we've got you covered. Hi and welcome to Evony. I am Akayasha, you can call me Aka, and in this video we're going to be covering how to get research stones and giving you some advice on what to do when you run out. Now just to be clear, we're not going to cover every single source of research stones in the game. With that said, broadly speaking, there are four main sources of research stones. The first one is bosses. Bosses are without a doubt the best way to proactively get and accumulate research stones in Evony. Amongst these bosses, Vikings are the absolute best. It doesn't matter what level of Vikings that you're doing, all Vikings will give you research stones. And considering the volume of Vikings you would typically be going through every week, these guys are a great source for research stones. Following Vikings are the event bosses, and we're talking about witches, warlords, turtles, but not, I repeat, not golems. Amongst the main event bosses, golems are the only bosses that will not give you research stones. You also get research stones from hydras. However, it's only from level 3 hydras and above, so keep that in mind. This is yet another reason for you to be hitting as many Vikings and event bosses as you possibly can. Next on the list, we're looking at events. You can get research stones by clearing some of the various events that come around from time to time. Things like monarch competition, server competition, the mini events that come around during the break periods, those kind of things. Here, the event that would arguably gain you the most research stones is the King's Path event. When we go to the event menu and we look at King's Path, you're typically looking at the day 3 events for powerful troops. You can see the research stones there. Day 4 for sharp weapons. You have them there as well. And day 5 for market trade. These are the days and event tabs that you'll be getting research stones. The next main source on the list is relics. Now, if we go to the relic menu and we look at the reward preview, when you scroll down, there you have it. Research stones, 10. You would typically be getting a few of these whenever you break the tiles in the relics. You will not get them every time, but the more tries you have at opening the relic chamber, the more chances you will get for getting research stones. Next on the list, and the one that will probably be in most people's minds, is the research factory. In the research factory, you can produce research stones. You have a set amount of research stones that you can produce in one go. And doing this would cost you gems, gold, and speed ups. Now, while you could probably get the most amount of research stones in one go, producing them in the research factory, it is also the most expensive of all the 4 ways that we have mentioned to get research stones. You can increase the limit of stones that you can produce in one go by completing the historic general quests that you have here. Each quest that you complete to the end will increase your research stone production limit by 10%. And completing all 3 will increase your research production limit by 30%. Right here, you can see that our production limit is 1,750. Now we have completed one tab. You can see that our research stone production has gone up to 1,925. Now we've completed the second tab. The production limit has gone up to 2,100. And now we've completed the third tab. The production limit has gone up to 2,275. These events reset daily, so any day you want to produce research stones and you want to maximize the output that you get in a single go, you would be completing these tasks every time. Okay, that completes our tour of the research factory, but hold up, because there is a new challenger. A little while ago, Evony introduced a new auction feature. In the auction, you will occasionally get the option to bid for and buy 300 research stones, which you would get for around about 24,000 gems. That actually works out to be cheaper than producing 300 research stones in the research factory. Again, this is not a cheap option, but it is certainly cheaper than using the research factory. Finally, here's a little bit of advice for when you run out of research stones. Now, I'm going to be straight with you. Aside from coining, there is no good way in the game for you to get a huge amount of research stones in a short period of time. And the only ways available for you to get a lot of stones quickly will cost you an arm and a leg's worth in gems. So, the best advice for you at this stage is patience. It will take some time to accumulate a decent stash of research stones. The more active you are, the quicker that will be, but it will still be a grind nevertheless. Don't worry too much about it and just do your thing. Now, if you like the information in this video, be sure to give it a like, and if you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment down below. Thank you, and Aka signing out.